Good morning, friends. In the solid state chapter, the last session we studied electrical properties of solids. In today's session, we are going to discuss about magnetic properties of solids. Matter is made up of atoms. We all already know these facts. Atoms are made up of nucleus and electrons. These electrons revolve around the nucleus in a circular orbit. Each electron in an atom behaves like a tiny magnet. And this the magnetic moment originates from two types of motion. That is, in the case of electrons, their magnetic moment originates from two types of motions. That is, its orbital motion move around the nucleus and another one is its spin around its own axis. In our solar system, Earth moves around the Sun in a circular orbit and also our Earth move or revolve around its own axis. The same process will be taking place in our atoms. That is, here the electrons move around the nucleus in a circular orbit. That time one type of motion will be formed and the electron spin around its own axis. That time also another type of motion will be formed. Because of these two types of motion, electron being charged and a small loop of current which possess a magnetic moment. So each electron has a magnetic spin and an orbital magnetic moment. The magnitude of this magnetic moment is very small and it is measured in the unit called Bohr magneton μb. It is equal to 9.27 into 10 power minus 24 ampere meter square. On the basis of magnetic properties, substances can be classified into 5 types. They are paramagnetic substances, diamagnetic substances, ferromagnetic substances, antiferromagnetic substances and ferrimagnetic substances. We see paramagnetic substances and diamagnetic substances. In the case of paramagnetism, the paramagnetic substances are weakly attracted by the magnetic field. And in the case of diamagnetic substances, they are also weakly repelled by a magnetic field. Then, paramagnetic substances are magnetized in a magnetic field in the same direction and they lose their magnetism in the absence of magnetic field. Diamagnetic substances are weakly magnetized in a magnetic field in opposite direction. Then paramagnetism is due to the presence of one or more unpaired electrons which are attracted by the magnetic field. If the element having more number of unpaired electrons, it will possess more paramagnetic character. And diamagnetism is due to the presence of paired electron and there is no unpaired electrons. Pairing of electrons cancels their magnetic moment and they lose their magnetic character. For example, in the case of paramagnetism, oxygen, Cu2 plus, Fe3 plus, Cr3 plus, all these are having unpaired electrons, so they will access paramagnetic property. And the case of diamagnetism, water, NaCl, C6H6, all these are diamagnetic substances. Next we see ferromagnetism, antiferromagnetism and ferrimagnetism. First, what is ferromagnetism? The substances which are strongly attracted by a magnetic field is called ferromagnetic substances. Besides of these strong attractions, these substances can be permanently magnetized. Generally, in a solid state, the metal ions of ferromagnetic substances are grouped together into small regions. They are called domains. For example, if we are taking a metal, it consists of large number of electrons and ions. That ions are divided into groups. Each group will act as a domain. Each domain acts as a tiny magnet. In an unmagnetized piece of a ferromagnetic substance, the domains are randomly aligned and their magnetic properties get cancelled. When the substance is placed in the magnetic field, all the domains get oriented in the direction of the magnetic field and a strong magnetic effect is produced. This ordering of domains continues when the magnetic field is removed. The ferromagnetic substance becomes a permanent magnet. In the case of ferromagnetism, all the domains are aligned in parallel direction. For example, iron. Iron is one of the best ferromagnetic substance. Cobalt, nickel, gadolinium and chromium dioxide. Next one is antiferromagnetism. The case of antiferromagnetism, the domains are oriented in opposite direction. One is in upward direction and another magnetic field in downward, upward, downward. That type of alignment of substance is known as antiferromagnetism. Example, manganese oxide. Then next one is ferrimagnetism. The case of ferrimagnetism, the domains are aligned in parallel and anti-parallel directions in unequal numbers. First two are parallel, then the next one is anti-parallel, parallel, anti-parallel. So they are weakly attracted by the magnetic field as compared to ferromagnetic substances. Example, magnetite, ferrites, etc. These substances lose ferromagnetism on heating and become paramagnetic. So, ferrimagnetic substances are heating, it will lose their ferromagnetism and it will become paramagnetism. Friends, in this video session we are discussed the magnetic properties of solids. Under the case we studied paramagnetism, diamagnetism, ferromagnetism, antiferromagnetism and ferrimagnetism. If you like this video, please subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching.